Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be MackWinston versus IbRA. Here on Inside and Out, top right going to be MackWinston, bottom left going to be IbRA. Or possibly IbRA. I call him IbRA because IbRA is a very famous StarCraft player for Brood War and StarCraft 2. But doesn't play StarCraft anymore, so I don't know how many of you guys know the name IbRA. Wait, he does play. Wait, he's playing Brood War, and I think I saw something between Florencio and IbRA on Pigstream the other day. Maybe he still plays. Maybe IbRA does. Oh, no, that was Avalo. That was Avalo I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah, IbRA is retired from StarCraft. All right, so as you can tell, I've been sick a little bit lately, but I'm feeling good today. The voice is a little bit raspy, but hey, that doesn't stop me from casting StarCraft, right? Right. So it's a PvT here on Inside and Out. What splash damage is MackWinston going to go for last month? As he is a patron of mine at $10 a month, which means he can send me any replay every 30 days, and I will cast it no questions asked. Last month he did, ground oracles, disruptors. No, ground oracles are sentries. I don't know, man. My brain is a little bit woozy from the sickness, but I'm in a good mood, so let's cast some StarCraft. Let's see if his, maybe he's going to go Disruptors, right? This little Brood War SCV, skinned SCV, QT club says IbRA. Colossus are a good answer to Terran too. If you're a Terran player, you gotta know what that is, what that splash damage is going to be, because that's going to be important for you to try to stay alive. If it is the Colossus, Vikings are a good answer. If it's going to be the Disruptors, getting EMPs off on those are going to be pretty big, but also just kind of splitting against them, right? You know how to split. You split against them, and basically you do the thing you do against Banelings, right? Right. Anyway, we've got a Reaper here. Fantastic. We've got a Reaper name in the chamber, ready to go. You can leave a Reaper name too as the second gas comes up here from MackWinston with the Cybernetics core. Just leaving a Reaper name in the comments. I'll see it. Oh, don't go in the bunker. Run out. Yeah. So Reaper's name is I Am. Inspired by Queens and Lings. There is no story here. I just want to make Falcon have to say stupid stuff like I am is and I am has. So this is I Am. I am the Reaper. I am the Reaper doing the 37 shots it takes to take down a Zealot. If you're a Reaper, and then he decides, ow, okay, let's not let him hack us in the face, though. I mean, like, no! So, I Am the Reaper died to a slow Zealot in the middle of the map. Not a good start here from IbRA. Marine in the bunker. He did weaken up the Zealot enough to the point that he's going to die. Don't try to kill the bunker. Run past. Or away. Fine, away is a secondary option here, but running past would have been pretty awesome, too. At least just get a scout off. You saw this though, right? Yeah, you saw the expansion, so you know that's happening. Okay, Cybernetics core is researching Warp Gate. Fantastic. Ooh, a Robo opening from MackWinston. I love a good Robo opening. It's not going to be Blink, right? Because you need a Twilight for that. It's not going to be DTs. It's not going to be Charge Lots. You need Twilights for those. It's going to be a Robo with a Fast Observer. Okay. This is just a really safe opening for MackWinston, getting his third and his fourth gas here. And a Robotics Bay on the follow would be interesting. Now that you have your obs out, you can feel, safer against things like Widowmine drops, against things like Cloaked Banshees. You can get a good information as to what's happening on the other side of the map, which is always nice. Couple of depths. Get some shading information off. Good lift on that supply depot by IbRA, honestly. And it is Widowmines out from IbRA, so having an obs out is going to be very, extremely useful. Wow. I mean, at this point, they're not perma-cloaked because there's no armory, but they're cloaked right now. Just once they fire, they're going to be visible. You know all that. And it is a Robotics Bay. MackWinston, 4-minute Robotics Bay. Never going to say no to that at all. All right. So Adepts get hard-walled out. I kind of love this, actually. So the Adept shading and scouting is just, it's kaput. All you know is there's a hard wall here now. I guess you can probably see the thing right next to the wall, which are these Marines, but whatever information that is. And a Warp Prism. Is he gonna do Colossus Warp Prism shenanigans? That would be hilarious. Because guess what? It is a Widowmine drop here from our friend IbRA. got 3 Widow Mines instead of the customary 4. I don't know if you didn't want to wait for that one. It's not that far behind, my guy, but all right. We're moving out. Now, you want to have some vision down this way, right? Maybe you want to throw up a pylon here. Maybe you want to have a pylon on the edge of the base so you just get a little bit of advance warning against this happening. Because this is going to happen, right? Widow Mine drops are going to come against you. It's a very popular opening against Protoss. Has been for a very long time. But yeah, just getting some advance warning there. I know watching the minimap is hard at this level of StarCraft, but just giving yourself a bit of a chance is nice. You might be looking to the minimap when this medevac crosses by this pylon, you know? You never know. And there's nothing to defend against it here either. No stalkers here. There's no shield battery. Not that it helps against Widow Mine shots or anything, but getting a shield battery makes you feel a little bit better. And you've only got 3 stalkers, man. Yeah, you really need about... To feel comfortable against this, you want about 5 stalkers. It takes 9 to take down a medevac in one shot. I mean, just, you need more than what we've got here. This timing is pretty good from... Oh, gosh, that's horrible. Okay. All right, 11 probes down. Could have been worse. That was a better pull at the natural base. All right, and then the medevac is like, peace. Peace, my brothers. I'm out. And then these aren't even cloaked. Are these even cloaked? Is there an armory? No. Are you really just... Oh, no, it is cloaked. There's gotta... Oh, there's an armory. I'm so blind. It was right there the whole time. Okay, so basically, Max... Oh, he has an obs. It's just over here. All right, he says. Enough of these shenanigans. I'm going to unload zealots into your main and then warp zealots into your main. Well, I have a third base, which is what all my stuff is mining from. And then, gets an obs out, kills that Widow Mine. This Widow Mine's ready to rock, maybe. Really wants to fire on this probe, but the probe just keeps coming into its fire range, then going out because it's harvesting gas. That's hilarious. You don't have charge, right? You do have charge. All right, MackWinston. All right, let's get in there. Let's get some zealot attacks into this mineral line. There's a siege tank, a Widow Mine, and a bunker here. So, I mean, he doesn't know this is happening, but he's prepared for it anyway. IbRA's had this happen before. Okay, so Widow Mine just really wanted to kill something else. Not allowed. Zealot stretching. All right, that's their stretch. Roar. It's a roar animation, I guess is what it is. Third base coming in from IbRA here. I don't know if Mac wants to send these guys in conjunction with another attack or something, but he's not really setting up for anything like that. He's really worried about getting Widow Mine dropped again, potentially. Keeps warping in more zealots here. They've got no upgrades, but we're working on forges. So the future of upgrades is assured here from Mac. Third base of MackWinston, happily running, and same with IbRA. Dong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're waiting for here, Mac. It's just, if I unload a bunch of lings into an enemy's base, I go kill him. I don't know if he's waiting for, like, more? Potentially? Or just coordinating with an attack on the ground, as I said a minute ago. Maybe that's it. So there's like this baby little attack on the ground here. Again, 2 siege tanks and 1 million marauders. So that seems bad. I mean, yeah, 1 tank dies, but that is a retreat situation for sure. Oh, that Colossus stopped running. It's dead. Oh, Colossus. Got to keep running. Okay, that was not great. And then sends the zealots into the mineral line. While that attack is sort of happening anyway, and IbRA's attention is somewhere else, but I don't know. Like, IbRA, I think he was as ready for it as he was going to be with the siege tank, the bunker, and the Widow Mine and whatnot. And the bunker's dead, and the Widow Mine's already fired, and there's marauders coming out here, but they're not very good against zealots. Not super great against zealots. I mean, marines or marauders are not really your answer here. So, yeah, gonna take another Widow Mine shot. 1 zealot does get evaporated. Missile turret gets wiped out. Attack into the third base. Catches a siege tank unsieged. Nice. Wipes it out. Third base is a ghost town. The aggression is going very well. Here from MackWinston. I like it very much. Oh, the Warp Prism gets sniped out because it was in warp mode. Not in a run-around mode, unfortunately. And this zealot is going to maybe make that supply depot burn down. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so third base still exists from IbRA, so that's good. 105 to 86 total supply right now. Worker count for MackWinston is up, so 12 probes have died and only 8 SCVs have gone down. Manageable losses here. When you already have 3 bases, you can replace those pretty darn easily. Working on Storm, working on more Colossus here. So no Disruptors today. We're just going for Splash in the form of Psionic Storm and Colossus. Both very, very good options. We'll see if IbRA goes back into Siege Tanks because he's already lost 3 of them. And he's not. He doesn't seem to be. He's got 1 tank. Production Tab is bereft of them. Going for a Fusion Core, though. I don't know if that's for Advanced Ballistics or what. Be my guess is that it's for Advanced Ballistics, but we will keep a close eye on that one. Close, close, close. Yeah, these SCVs are so little when they have their Brood War skin, aren't they? I feel like their unit size is like half that of a regular SCV in their normal StarCraft 2 base skin. Don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but they just look tiny. They're cute. I like them. 4th base warping in from ye old Mac. Additional warp gates would do well, I think. We got 3 more here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 3 bases is pretty good, but might as well start tossing more up. As Mac has denied this 4th base on the left side just by solely throwing a pylon down there. Love it. Warp Prism comes in into Missile Turret. Ooh, almost just straight up. Oh, well, it's dead anyway. There's really no saving this warp. Oh, maybe. Maybe there's... No, it stops. Again, the stopping is how you die in StarCraft. You must keep moving at all times. You're like a shark that way. Units that are stopped are dead a lot of the time. Army value is 83 to 64, so pretty good in favor of the Terran player here. He's got a pretty big, scary army. We're looking at +2 attack on those guys and +1 armor versus a 1-1 setup here. MackWinston says, let's go. We got 1 Colossus. We've got Storm. Hold still so I can storm you. And the Terran's like, ah, no. And he tries feedbacks going down on those medevacs. Nice. Ooh, the healing capabilities, not so good anymore, are they? And this 4th base goes down to Stalker Fire. And Mike, no, another great storm. Why would you go back in here? Oh, that was such a bad choice. IbRA, no. Your medevacs, oh, feedback to death. Your medevacs were all out of energy. Your 4th base was dead. There was no saving it. Just kind of donated army supply there for no reason at all. Yeah, gotta watch out for that, my friend IbRA. Liberators, it is. It's going to be Advanced Ballistics and Liberators coming in. I don't know that I've seen MackWinston try to deal with Liberators that much. Liberators are a bit of a higher level unit. You don't see a ton of them at this level of StarCraft. The mid-rank madness level, right, where both players, I don't know, 100 APM, 77 is pretty impressive from IbRA on average here. He's playing fast. And Liberators can be scary to deal with. You got the Stalker count to deal with it at this point. But you just, it's scary. But I think we learned this lesson a really, really long time ago on the channel when Liberators were introduced, and they were very popular in TVP, and Protoss were like, what do we do with this? And Circles would show up, and the Protoss would be like, and they got Tempest to try to pick them off, and try to use Carriers to pick them off, and it was like, but then eventually Protoss just figured out, just go. Just get your Stalkers in there, bam, snipe the Liberators, kill them fast. You'll be okay. Zealot attack left side. Not exactly timed with the attack on the right side here. And also, MackWinston, I'd recommend getting 3 Colossus. 1 is not going to do a whole lot. Like, 1 is almost worse than nothing, but 3 Colossus is the sweet spot. That's just kind of a constant swipe of AoE on the Marines and on the Marauders, and they really hate trying to deal with that stuff. But I love the macro. Right side base coming in here too, warping in quite nice. IbRA's got his 4th base now. Calls in 87 mules at the same time. Double Stargate from Mac on the other way. Interesting. Double Stargate. I guess maybe he's going to try to go for the Tempest stuff to try to deal with the Liberator count. I'm not sure if he's aware of it, though. We can see it. He's going for Disruptors. He's getting Warp Prism speed too. 3-3 getting set up here from IbRA. 175 to 148 supply. MackWinston is kind of in a position where he's allowing the Terran player to get this base up. I don't know that he could defend against what Mac is running with right now, especially with the Storms and especially with the Stalker count. I mean, I know it's heavy on Marauder, but it's not a lot. Zealots do manage to work their way into the natural base here of IbRA. Going after the SCVs on the gas is always very, very good. Slowing down that gas income for anybody is going to be really problematic, and that forces IbRA to move out with a very Marauder-heavy composition here. As these Zealots are still just sort of causing major problems, guy. There we go. So a round of Marauders and Marines, and that Planetary helping too. Planetary in the natural base right next to the orbital command. Good stuff. All right, so now that this has been cleaned up, just kidding. The attempt to go for a 5th base is getting shut down by Stalkers and can't save the command center. They're +3. +3, +3. When did we skip? I thought he was on 1. I thought 1 was finishing and he was starting 2. Time moves too fast sometimes. All right, well, base sniped, but another base was there anyway, ready to go. It's Void Rays. Okay, so I don't know. I guess if your opponent isn't super heavy on Marines, Void Rays are not a bad idea. There are 22 Marines, though, and 21 Marauders, so it's a pretty good split. I think he can handle anti-air and anti-ground very effectively. Liberators, Widowmine at the front to absorb incoming attacks of Zealots early. I like that quite a bit from him. And Protoss moving. He's got the 3 Colossus. Okay, so he's up to the magic 3 number. And I don't know if we're going to accidentally meet here. I don't think they have all that much information about each other. There we go. So Colossus, blah, blah, blah. Sees the Liberator Circle, sees more Liberator Circles coming down. Says, I don't know, man. I am Death Ball, but Liberators are scary for me. High-sec auto-tracking building armor and ship and vehicle plating level 2 coming in from IbRA now. I love the attack from the High Templar. The tickle attack, man. Oh, humongous disruptor shot from across the bridge. Oh, yeah. Mac feels good about that one. Mac should feel good about that one. Just boop. Couldn't even see it coming. Zealots come down into a planetary fortressed base. Not exactly the best place to harass if you're a Zealot, but, you know, gets the attention of IbRA anyway. And then maybe Mac's going to sneak around to this left side and get that 9 o'clock base. And blinks on top of the planetary. Very nice. Volleys it down with support of Void Rays and Zealots. Nicely done. SCVs are falling by the dozens here. 30 of them have died so far. Purification Nova in, and the Liberators again forcing Mac just to go, I don't like it. I don't like the scene of Liberators in the morning. Okay, getting in there with the tanks unsheathed would be nice. He's going to go for it. It's Liberators are sieging up, but he's standing in. Colossus trying to get some swipes off. Nice Storms coming in as well here. I don't know if there's enough Protoss to break this. The Marauder count is still pretty heavy. The Liberators are still getting shots off. And yeah, that is a retreat position there for MackWinston. High Templar has to get out of there. Enough energy for a couple Storms. And IbRA says, oh, okay. Or IbRA says, I could keep moving. Let's go. So he stims in here. Cannons are no match for Marauders. Not even close. Oh, yeah, with the stim up. Buildings suck against Marauders so bad. Only a handful of Stalkers remaining for MackWinston here. You don't really want to fight in this situation. Nope, more Stalkers coming in, but the early ones are already dead. He's trying to stay out of range, but no, it's not looking good. He's making Void Rays. He's making Colossus. This right side base is in a lot of trouble. His armor value is 106 to 39. This we recall some probes out of there, trying to save their lives. Some of them did not get the message and are left behind to die. MackWinston's army is not good right now. IbRA needs to keep crushing through. He could keep killing bases, and he is. He's going to keep moving. He's like, nobody stopped me there. My macro is insanely good. His APM is spiking up into the 300s right now. IbRA's pretty good, man. Storm is the great equalizer for Protoss. Can make any engagement feel a little bit better. Liberators do set up, and then the Zealots walk back through. They weren't in the circles before. All right, so very nice use of Liberators here, and MackWinston is not happy about them at all. Void Rays come in. Not really good against these Marines, obviously, but there are Colossus here too. So big ticket items here. Handful of Marines walk past and get obliterated by Colossus. Bad rally that way, but this Nexus is going to die anyway. There's really no saving it against this many Marines with the +3 attack, and if they stim, that'd be good too, but the medevacs are very low on HP, so I think IbRA's doing the right thing, choosing not to stim as much here. He's got more Liberators joining the party. Army value was 93 to 75, so Mac has actually done a good job coming back into the game in army value anyway. Despite losing 2 Nexuses and a bunch of probes, 35 probes have now died. That is more than the SCV count that has died here today. Stalkers on the counterattack, going after IbRA's 3rd base here with Colossus in the mix. Finding a Warp Prism to kill. Colossus burning through. Okay, with the double Void Ray. Medevacs really needed because the medevacs that are part of this army not doing super hot. MackWinston pulls back after forcing a cancel on the left side at this 9 o'clock position for IbRA. So, okay, both players losing a bunch there. Resources lost, 27,000 for MackWinston, 21,000 for IbRA. IbRA's like, ooh, economically, I'm not happy right now. That base is dead. This 3rd base is dead. The 6 o'clock is alive, but it's oversaturated. Going to try to expand in the bottom right with what little minerals I have left here. But we got to keep the pressure on. We can't let the Protoss player just sit back and do whatever they want. Yeah, and this is a vision thing, right? Mac is heading the wrong way because he just doesn't have any vision over here on the right side or this left side at all. He doesn't know where IbRA's army is, and just tossing up a couple obs on the corners like that would really help you see this stuff happen before it arrives, and then you're not stuck in a scramble position of do I counterattack or do I try to defend, right? And defending did not work at all. That is just obliterating so many of these poor workers for the Protoss. That is 60 probes down. MackWinston is at 34 total workers. He's counterattacking across the other side. Are we in a base race scenario? Sir. It sure seems like we are. The Planetary Fortress cannot hold against Void Rays especially. Prismatic alignment on these Void Rays would really help here. But not interested in checking that box at the moment anyway. Yeah, I don't know if IbRA wants to come home. He has no income left. He might as well just keep going. Yep. So he's going to kill this 12 o'clock base of MackWinston. That removes all of MackWinston's income, so both players are broke. And no one has much income at all at this stage. It just comes down to a ye old-fashioned base race. And who's going to come out on top here? That's going to be the question. Never base race a Terran is what I was taught when I was young. I don't know if that's going to come into play here at the lower levels, right? I mean, lifting... There are Void Rays out for MackWinston, though. So even if there are buildings lifted here from IbRA, it doesn't matter. This is great. I love a good base race into the morning. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this one. This is very good. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, as far as killing buildings goes, the Army of the Terran is much better at it. The damage output is disgusting and sick. And, like, there are some High Templar and Colossus here that suck at killing buildings. So that's part of the problem. Lifting off orbitals, building down this right side. And sure, you could maybe get some income down here, but all your warp gates that are left are here. Medevacs are all drained of energy. So they're doing their very best to try to hold on here. These guys are only hurting themselves with stim. I don't know if MackWinston can win this base race. It's not over by any stretch. There are tons of buildings left for both players, but it looks like the list is a little bit longer for IbRA. Plus he's got these floating orbitals, plus he's got this bottom right base. Neither player is being revealed, but oh, look at this. Coming out the right side, IbRA found this right side nexus. And the Liberators know about this one too, so he knows where all of the skeletons are buried for MackWinston. He knows where his buildings are. Does Mac have a probe on this side of the map he can throw down an assimilator at? Yes, he's doing it. He's throwing up a pylon here. He doesn't have enough money to make a nexus, so he's going to be revealed once these nexuses die. And this pylon is not going to be able to hide for very long, so he's on a... I don't think Mac can do this. I love you, Mac. Did you send in a loss, Mac? Ooh, that would be good. That would be good. Okay, so now that's it. MackWinston GG's. He's being revealed. All he's got left here is a single pylon. And he base raced a Terran and paid the price for it. Good game, says IbRA. Well played, says MackWinston. And I mean, it was close. It was definitely a close game being revealed. That means you know where this pylon is, IbRA. There we go. Got it. Beautiful. Okay, so GG. And IbRA is your winner. MackWinston, major props. Slow clap. He sent in a loss. I love it. I love it when a player who's sending me replays constantly sends in a loss just every once in a while, just to let us know, oh, it's a MackWinston game. He's going to win. No, you don't know he's going to win. Check this out. It's a total loss from him. In a game that he played very well, I think. Against someone with APM like 2x his. He ends up killing, what? 35,000 resources worth of stuff from his enemy. He loses 44,000. The worker count in this situation is not as important, but yeah, he had the Colossus, he had the Storm. It's just that one battle in the middle where there were Liberators, and he didn't. It's tricky, but I think he needed to use the Stalkers to target fire the Liberators, and then the rest of it would have been a lot easier to deal with. But it was a pretty heavy Liberator kind of tank Marauder setup, and those of the Colossus weren't as good. The Storm wasn't as good either in that situation. Just more Stalkers would have maybe been a better choice rather than investing in those Colossus in that particular battle, but it's hard to know, right? It's difficult. It is difficult to know exactly how to do what you want to do. So that was good. That was a very, very fun PVT. Ends in a base race. That's always great, right? Yeah, I think it's always fun. So that right there is going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Min-Rank Madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.